I'm going to go ahead and read the future a little bit here as I'm recording this. It's late November, and I'm thinking December's coming pretty soon. Every other year of my entire life, December's has followed November, and usually Christmas happens, and if it doesn't, I make it happen. And in this game, the Ralphie's Revenge tends to come back. So you know what? I'm going to talk about a sniper that most of you probably forgot existed, and honestly, it's a really fun weapon. This sniper has an interesting trait in that it has the highest headshot multiplier of any other sniper. I believe it's 5 or 6 times the actual base damage. It shoots like a DMR with a decent fire rate, and then if you put double headshot on it, this headshot multiplier goes up to like 6 or more, and it's really nice. The Ralphie's Revenge is a sniper that's really not a sniper so much as it is, as I mentioned, like a DMR. It's meant to be used as like a tap fire headshot weapon. So if you don't have great accuracy, this might not be the perfect weapon for you, but it does the job. Maybe it's something to hold on to for the mist monsters, although if you're just using it for that, I don't know, guys. It's a fun weapon. I wouldn't recommend ever using this if you're seriously trying, but it's definitely something that is worth pulling out. In fact, I tried this in a game myself on stream, and I had a good time with it. I'll show a good loadout for it. I almost never do that in these videos, but for this weapon, it doesn't stand on its own so much that I think it's worth it to show this. So this is the loadout that I've been using for Storm King. I tend to use an Obliterator with a crit build. I'll link my video on that in the description below. And this is Redline Ramirez, who just boosts your fire rate and your sniper damage by 17%, and then Sure Shot in the support. You might want to put him in the lead, but I don't want to be a big bunny man, and I mean, the Ralphie's Revenge isn't exactly a crit build in this situation, so we just put him in the support. All right, we leave him over there. Survivalist is because Storm King doesn't have any coconuts, but if you're using this out in the main world, then going coconuts is absolutely the way you want to go. Sorian Might, Sorian Hive Blast in the past, and this is just sort of a good all-around loadout to buff your sniper as much as we possibly can. Now, another thing about why I use Redline Ramirez is that 40-odd% fire rate is really nice because, oh, look at that. It just went from 0.9 to 1.31, so that exactly shows exactly why we like to use her, because that extra fire rate is a really nice thing when you're using a sniper, because most snipers shoot very slow. And another thing to note about this weapon is I mentioned that crit situation. It has a 15% base and a 75% base. So honestly, a crit damage, crit rating build is really not that bad of a choice for this. The only reason I use the double headshot is because, as I mentioned, it has the highest multiplier of any other weapon, or any other sniper, or any weapon in general, I suppose, because snipers tend to take that bonus. So I like to use mag size and reload. Now that I've kind of looked at this weapon from the first time I spec'd it ages ago, I think mag size is a total waste. I believe its base is 5, and if you buff this all the way to 75%, it goes up to like 8, maybe 9. So I mean, I guess it's double, but if you have reload speed on there, it's only about 2 seconds. It's not so bad at all. I would probably recommend putting reload up here and then putting either fire rate or damage, or if you're going crit rating, crit damage, or crit rating, crit damage, then you could do a second crit damage. If you're going to do that, then you're probably going to want that second crit damage, and that's a really good way to go. Although fire rate is nice because it already has a slow fire rate. So my 2 recommendations are double headshot, and then, don't use mag size necessarily. I would put, fire rate or damage, whatever you want down here. But if you're going crit damage, crit rating, then either a second crit damage or a fire rate perk on there is a really nice way to go, because it's a fun weapon, you guys. I mean, you're locked to physical. That's why it's a fun weapon, especially because it's not really something that you could even seriously use in a hard mission if you tried, but it's something that comes around once a year, and it's sort of a cool weapon to flex, because I would say that either not everybody has this weapon, or most people don't even know that they have it. So that's it. Short little video on the Ralphie's Revenge. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to support the channel, you should use creator code Mista at your checkout. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day.